Hello, my lovely Geminis, and welcome to Gemini Soul. Today is your Hump Day reading for the week, August the 4th. and guys, first of all, I hope all you guys are doing wonderful. And if not, I hope this reading finds you to find some information in it to help you either grow, feel better, look better, know more. Just some information that you can definitely use on this Hump Day Wednesday message from the Spirit Guides. You guys know I am a Gemini. I got a lot of Gemini plates, regardless to my rising, and I just feel you Geminis. I think we are so much connected, especially on this channel, my Gemini Soul channel. I really feel you guys. I appreciate you guys so much for showing up for a Hump Day Wednesday. So if you're new to Hump Day Wednesday, this is a reading we do every Wednesday to kind of see where we're at and what may be a potential outcome for the week. All right, so Geminis, we done did the ones that's connecting and been just tuning in to me, and the messages has been strongly resonating with you. You are not that the other Geminis are not part of this collective, but you are definitely on the same journey as myself. So know that you are not alone, that this Gemini hears you. I hear your voices, I read your comments, and I give you love and light. I love you, Geminis. Okay, guys, I've been sitting here meditating on our energy to see what it is that the Spirit Guides might want to talk to us about. The first thing that I got is we need to no longer worry about what's happening in the past. I'm going to be giving a message from where we're at now and possibly a potential outcome. Now, y'all know all Geminis are on their own different journeys. Quite a few of us can be a collective in one area going, and then there's another set behind us and another set behind us. So it couldn't possibly resonate with each and every one of you Geminis, and that's okay. Take what resonates with you. Don't force it. Don't make it fit, right? If this is not your message, then this Hump Day Wednesday just wouldn't be your message. Now, do listen to it, because maybe by the end of the week, you're like, wait a minute, I heard that somewhere. And it may have been right here on Gemini Soul. Okay. So, Gemini, let's talk about this energy. Okay, let's just talk about the energy, Spirit. Like, just get into it, okay? The first card came out was Judgment. Judgment. Gemini. I'm going to tell you all three cards, and then we can go from there. The first one was Judgment. The next one was the Devil card, but it came out in reverse, okay? All right. The next card came out was the Fool. So these was the first three cards that came out. Under the bottom, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So what I got as soon as I seen the Judgment card, Gemini, as soon as I seen this card, you've made a judgment on something. You decided to do something. And just because you decided to do something at the time, you now feel like that's not it for you. So you probably want to change your mind. Maybe you thought a decision that you made, right? You, a recent decision. This is where you at right now. We're not dealing with the past. We're talking about recent. You know, and we talking about something going on right now, something that's pondering in your mind, some choice you made, some movement you made forward to. I'm strongly feeling a relationship, okay? It definitely could be a job. Could be something somebody offered you, and because of the healing and the things you've been through, you just been looking for things that now this new Gemini, because I feel like a lot of y'all in new places in your life. You got new understanding, new clarity. The way you looked at relationships before, you're not looking at it that way. You've realized the toxic relationships, because that's the devil in reverse. You probably released a lot of toxic, and if it's not people, it's the toxic was the way you seen things, the way you clinged on to things, the way you put your all into things that maybe you weren't getting back your full fulfillment, or you wasn't happy in a situation, but you know, you just didn't speak your mind and express how you really felt. You just expected in time things would change. Or you was just that person that just shows up and no matter what, give your all, okay? I'm feeling, Geminis, that you guys have been healing and you've been finding what makes you happy. You've been working on you. You've been working on your stability. You've been working on your mindset. You've been working on your out appearance, your in appearance, your heart. You know, you've been working on trying to figure out what it is that Gemini wants. What direction do I go in now with this newfound understanding of me, right? I feel like you've been through a rebirth, okay? And this birth has woken you up in so many ways that like you see things clearly. Like a person could be having a conversation with you and you literally looking at them, no more looking from the heart. You literally looking underneath each and every word that they say. Okay, the words is here, but you all down here, because that's how clear information is coming into you. Where before you dealt with a lot of surface things, whatever people said to you, you kind of took them for their word, took them for, okay, I hear what you're saying. Now, Gemini, you're choosing to do things a little different now. You're going with your intuition. You're going with the way it feels. You're going with the way people feel when they talk to you, how they make you feel. You're checking your energy. You're checking to see when you're up, when you're down, when you're in your head, you know. And I don't feel a lot of Geminis are truly moving from their emotions right now. I think that we are definitely being Geminis and being up in our head. Like, definitely, and not in a bad way. Before it was a bad way, making decisions, deciding this and that. I think now we're making decisions quicker because we're seeing the truth, or we're seeing how it feels and how we respond to certain things. And you're able to make your decisions a little quicker without spending all these sleepless nights up in your head about what you should do. The reason why some of the time you up in your head about what you should do is because you know something doesn't feel right to you. So now if it doesn't feel right, you're making them moves and you're making them quick, right? I think the reading for this month was change the game. So the change of the game is seeing things differently, ensuring that when you move, it's something that completes you, something that you like, something that you want, something that you have some investment in, that is not just about what's showing up in front of you. It's about you understanding and grabbing on and having something within that that can help you continue on your journey. That feels good to you. You're not going to be dealing with, right, the toxic behaviors, the lies, the conniving, scheming, whatever it is, whether it's relationship, family, or job. So back to these cards, Gemini. You made a judgment on something. It felt good at the time. I think it felt really good. You may have even thought it was a manifestation that you had. Now, not that it's not. Because, you know, the universe will bring you in what you asked for. And your lesson may have to be learned there, right? Or it's something that you got or manifest, or something came into you and you are doubting that you want to continue with it. With Gemini, you can say, no, thank you. You can walk away. I think that is part of our lesson now. Not settling for something that, if you feel like, okay, I thought I wanted this, but I'm not really feeling fulfilled with this situation, then Gemini, you have an option to walk away. You have an option to say, yes, I said yes, but I changed my mind. I don't want to work at this place. I don't want to have a baby right now. I don't want to buy this house right now. Or I know I said I didn't want to buy a house and get into, the complications of, all the responsibilities that come with a house. But now you choose that you do want to do that, right? Now you may be at this time in a relationship with someone where you have changed your mind and they quite don't understand what is going on. Well, what is going on is that Gemini is moving on their journey with the spiritual growth, with the understanding of you matter. Geminis matter. That's why you've changed your mind and you have a right. If you got into a connection and you thought maybe this was my soulmate, and I'm not saying things are going bad because I don't see any Geminis with it going bad. I think they're just at the place where they're seeing through the veils, right? And there may be small little things that make you say, I thought I really wanted a relationship, but I do enjoy my time alone, right? I do enjoy being able to do what it is that I do that makes me happy. But at the same token, you may have wanted a commitment. You may have strongly had relationships in the past that didn't work out, and here comes one, and then they come in and they show up. It ain't that they ain't showing up for the connection, but something switches in you. And it's not a bad thing, and don't be mad at yourself for it. And don't feel like, okay, the universe finally brought this person in, this soulmate for me. I've been manifesting. I've been working on my healing. I'm feeling good. This person shows up like a knight in shining armor. Well, Gemini, if that's not what you want right now, it's not what you want. Some things have changed and clicked in you that makes you see things differently. Maybe making you want things different. As I said, maybe you didn't want a house, now you want a house. Maybe you didn't want kids, now you want kids. Maybe you wanted a husband, now you don't want a husband, right? Maybe you wanted just a commitment and now you want a real life, blown out, stable commitment. Kids, family, everything, right? But know, Gemini, that you have that choice. It's your choice to move forward in this relationship if you choose to. And it's also your choice to decide, I am really been more comfortable with myself, and your healing has really opened your heart, your mind, and your soul, made you start to love you, made you start to maybe just work on you. And it feels really good, right? Because I'm feeling like there may be in some Geminis that you was codependent. And codependent doesn't necessarily mean financially. Codependent could mean having that person to talk to, text, show up when you want them to show up, go out with, whatever. Whatever space you felt a void you were missing, I feel someone might have showed up for you in that manner, right? And now that they shown up, you're like, now how do I handle this? I've grown so much, I've healed so much. And you still have time you want to spend to yourself, and you're like, well, if I dedicate everything to this, and I'm going to lose myself. You won't lose yourself, Gemini. That's where we've learned about boundaries, okay? So don't walk away because you don't have your space, okay? Put your boundaries up. If this person was truly meant to be in your life, then they will understand that, all right? And you're like, well, in the past, people thought I was deceptive, cheating, running around, doing whatever, because there was times when you wanted your space. Well, this person, I feel they will understand it very well. I think, and I don't know why all of a sudden I'm going to this, but I feel that this person that comes in your life, if it's your soulmate, and the reason I keep saying if, because some of us Geminis, we still got lessons to learn about how to love ourselves, how to stand up for ourselves, and how to put up these boundaries. But if you know you've done the work and you've been healing and you've been by yourself for some time, right? Don't have to be a lot, right, Gemini? You could have just got out of a relationship 6 months ago, and now here comes this relationship, right? And we've all been healing. So healing can happen very quickly when the right person is coming in, okay? So I'm feeling, Gemini, you just realized you let go a lot of toxic things. You made that judgment on it. And the Fool card is like taking that leap of faith. Like moving forward for what completes you, what feels good to you, what direction you want to go in, your happiness, your stability, your abundance. Choosing, making choices now that are more in line with your journey, more in line with the way you want to show up in the world, right? Getting you out of your head of confusion. You've worked through that and you're getting past that. And right now you may even feel like the Fool card is like, do I just walk out and keep going? Do I jump into this, not jump into it? The Fool card is like taking what you've learned and just keep walking. Just keep walking on this path. And if that mate is coming, yeah, the mate's coming. But you have the tools to deal with it now. Now you know what completes you, what doesn't complete you, what you agree with, what you don't agree with. You know immediately if things start to be toxic. You know how you feel. You're so very intuitive now after working on yourself and healing that you're not going to accept anything less. So don't be afraid, Gemini. Whether that's that new job, that new endeavor you want to start, if it's that new lover, if it's whatever it is, right? If it's buying that home, that car, whatever it is, you have the tools now to know what to do that helps you feel fulfilled and balanced, right? So the other thing too I'm feeling, Gemini, is like, I feel like some of you Geminis, like, I just got to the point where I got over heartbreak. I've got balanced. And I'm feeling good about it. I never thought I'd be in this place where I truly feel free in the mind and heart, where you've forgiven people, you've moved on, you've learned the lessons, you see why some of the relationships was in your life, what you had to learn, and you have now chosen you. And you've also chosen, like, any toxic things that you've had in the past, you worked on. Whether it was smoking, drinking, drugs, toxic behaviors that maybe you had, right? Whatever it is, you've asked the universe to help you and you've healed from those things. And you're study healing, right? Because life is a journey. It's not the destination. To me, is at the end. So this is still the journey of learning. Don't be hard on yourself, Gemini. If you've made a decision for something and you now do not feel that that's what you want, look, you have that option to walk away, the option to say no. Don't feel that because of all the work you've done on yourself and the way you see things now, that you have to go forth with this because it looks like a beautiful opportunity. It looks like the right thing for you. Your intuition ought to be telling you exactly how you feel. If your intuition is telling you, I thought I wanted this, but I'm not ready for this. I want to continue to work on my healing, my spiritual growth, and work on balance. And then I'll work on a relationship. Then that's what you should do. Because choosing spirit is never wrong. Okay? And some of your growth may have come from the fact of your spiritual understanding of who you are, what you want, and the direction you want to go. And anyone that's meant to be in your life will understand that clearly. And you know that because that's the lessons that we've learned. That we don't have to chase. We don't have to run up and behind people. We don't have to engage in lower vibe energies. We don't have to engage in other people's opinion that means nothing if it has no bearings on helping us be successful and move forward. The only opinion that really matters right now, Gemini, is how you feel about yourself and what you want. So that the universe can give you exactly what it is that you need to help you on this journey and continue to move forward. That is the most important thing of all. I don't know why this is one of those talks again, y'all, on Hump-Day Wednesday. So anyway, we've let go toxic behavior. Some Geminis are making some judgment. And some Geminis, like I say, all of the things I just talked about, Gemini, that is what you're doing. The Eight of Pentacles, some Geminis got their head to the ground working about their abundance, prosperity, things that maybe they didn't see before, opportunities they didn't see before. With this clear mind, clear soul, heart, spiritual guidance, you see things and you are working on them with all that you have. You're giving your all, and that's important. Do something that makes you feel good, Gemini. The song today, when I was thinking about it, you know, for Hump-Day Wednesday, I will put it in the description below, but it's like The Pieces of Me. Leela? I think it's by Leela. Guys, if you know it, put it down for the Geminis. Try listening to that song. It's so many pieces of you where you love hard, and there's different sides of you that people don't know. You know, that where I like the part in there where she says, and it resonates, like, sometime when you're around people, you're still alone. Something like that, right? But listen to that song this week, guys. If you do, definitely come back, comment. If it's one of your favorite songs or you listening to it often, definitely put it down below and let me know what you think about it. But let me just go ahead and see. It's been, what, 20 minutes, guys? Let me just go ahead and see what else the Spirit has for us. Why is the Judgment card here? The Nine of Wands. Yeah, the Judgment card is here because of the Nine of Wands. Just what I talked about, Gemini. We've been through a lot. And when you go through such trauma, sometimes some of it's trauma, right? And it could just be mind or heart. It doesn't matter. You guard it. You sitting there like, I've been through a lot. And you made a judgment on something. And now you're sitting there like, I've been through a lot. Do I want to move forward, or I want to stay guarded against this decision that I made? And we're not talking about the past anymore, Gemini. So we need to talk about where you are right now. So sitting there, knowing what you've been through, and the Nine of Wands is definitely standing there and reflecting. You're reflecting on what it is that you've made this offer to, or reflecting on the judgment that you made, which is the decision that you made towards a person, place, or thing. Just know that why, you know, this person is sitting there pondering about what it is that they decided to do. And if you decided to change your mind, then that's fine. Okay, just know that. Just know that. Why is the Devil card here in reverse, Spirit, for Geminis? Temperance. Temperance. So under the Devil card in reverse, that's saying you've released a lot of toxicity, right? Connections. You released cords. You released the thought of fear. You know, you've released anything that was not I feel that you released anything that was not fulfilling to you. Anything that had you confused. Anything that you felt that you had to have forever in your life. You had to hold on to this. Or you had to look a certain way. Or you had to live a certain way. You know, the Devil card in reverse could be just releasing anything that no longer serves you. You may have felt that there was a certain way you had to show up in the world. You release that. You're showing up now the way that you truly feel. Right? So it's no more the outside looks good. Gemini, you cleaned up the inside. And it's showing on the outside. And the way you cleaned it up, not necessarily that it's other toxicity around you. There was things that you had to clean up within yourself. And not saying that, Geminis are bad and they are drugs and alcohol. What I'm saying is a mindset, an understanding of what it is that you as a person, as a spiritual child, whether you believe in all the spiritual and divine or not, you are still a body with a mind and a heart that gets broke and gets confused. I don't care what you believe in. Your mind gets confused and your heart gets broken over time. And these are things that you went in and that you had to let go. You could have been holding on to someone that you thought you could not live without. You could have been blaming yourself for years for someone you walked away from. Blaming yourself. You could have been for years thinking like, did I do the right thing? But now you have realized you can't change the past. Only thing you can do is focus on the here and now and where the divine has you moving forward on this journey and how you're going to continue to move forward and not be stagnant. I don't think you're stagnant. I don't think the Geminis are stagnant anymore. Now they're just making that judgment like, what do I want? Which way do I go? Left, right? Who do I let in this circle? Who do, and right now you're making judgments. Your judgments are, who do I communicate with? Who do I let in my new circle? Who do I accept? How do I find this community? And when it's not really searching for anything because the universe is bringing what you need towards you. You just have to make the judgment on what it is you want to accept. And that could also be a lesson, so don't get tricked, okay? Because when you feel you've done the work and you know better, then your intuition kicks in and it guides you. Follow your intuition. Don't let outside sources tell you, oh, you shouldn't be doing this. Why would you do this? Why did you do this? Or why? You're not to do that. You have the answers within yourself. Gemini, you don't need to search for the answers because you've done the work. And I know you've done the work. I can feel you've done the work. Okay? So don't get in your head and feel like, oh, I feel like this should happen or this. Look it in the eyes. Look the situation in the eyes. He, she, job, friends, family. See it for what it really is. Feel it inside. Okay? Because you can see what it is that you need to see. And you do not have to ponder and have sleepless nights. How do it make you feel? How's your energy? When they told you this part of the story, did it connect with that part of the story? Okay? You have the answers within yourself. Okay? Temperance, patience. This is going to take time, Gemini. It's going to take time. We're on a journey here. So no, everything's not going to be black and white. But we're not finna use gray areas either. We're finna look at this situation head on. We're looking at you, him, her, whatever the situation is. We're looking at it head on. We're going to do a check with Gemini. Gemini check. Let's call it Gemini check. How does it feel for Gemini? We're not selfish. We're not walking away from the people, just turning our back on people. What we're doing is showing up better in the world by making sure that we're doing that check with Gemini. Let's check with Gemini. How does that make you feel? Did you have fun when you went out to dinner with him tonight, Gemini? Did it make you feel good? Okay. Did you really feel good? Or was you sitting there all the time and something just wasn't clicking? Or did you plan to go somewhere and some said cancel, don't go. This is probably not a good time to do that. And you should have canceled because we're there. We're there. You should be able to feel that. Okay? Someone comes up and they're talking to you, oh, so-and-so this and so-and-so that. You don't even hear the so-and-so, so-and-so. You're going much deeper than that. You like, I see you. They crying, the emotions coming out. You don't even see the tears, Gemini, because your intuition has kicked in. Now, if the tears are real, you might cry with them. But if it's not, you're going to have a poker face. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, Gemini. What else we got? The Sun card. That's right, Gemini. Y'all know I can't make this up. See? The Sun card and the Ten of Wands. Gemini, the Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. That's your happiness. And the Ten of Wands is the reason why you're so happy, because that's the end of carrying other people's burden, looking at their opinion of how you should be doing things, or you figuring you need their opinion for your happiness. This is you realizing that the Ten of Wands, that's just burdens. Burdens that's probably not yours. Or if they are yours, you was causing them on yourself, right? And you were risking your own happiness. And you're not doing that anymore. That is how I see the Sun and the Ten of Wands. That's the end of hard times, happiness, and fun in your life now. Understanding what makes Gemini happy. What's that Sun card? Gemini, check. Anytime some burden or something come towards you, Gemini, check. When you're not sure, do a Gemini check. Okay? All you Geminis who resonate, put Gemini check below. That you will be doing that. Looking for the answers within yourself. And then make the judgment on what it is that you feel you need to do. All right? So that's dropping them burdens. That's seeing burdens. Seeing that these burdens will keep you from your happiness. You've realized that. This is the lesson that was learned. That even the Ten of Wands could be burdens you had on yourself. Of how you wanted to show up, or what you wanted to commit to, or what you felt you needed to do for people to see you, or like you, or associate with you. Those was burdens on you. While you was running around trying to figure out how to show up and make them feel better, they could care less about they were doing them. Because that was their journey, to do them. So don't get burdened with decisions that you now know better about. That your tuition now kicks in and helps you on this journey. You're not the Gemini that you used to be. And you must show up in that way, Gemini. You must continue to work on your growth, your spiritual growth, your understanding who you are and what it is that you want out of life. You must continue to do that. There's no time for stopping. I told you guys, keep swimming. Keep swimming. Change the game. That's all you got to do. And I promise you, you will be the Sun card. Happy. Not just happy with your surroundings, but mainly happy with your own, very own temple. The way you look in the mirror at yourself. When you look in the mirror, just like, Gemini check. Before you walk out in the morning, stop and look at yourself. Gemini check, how you feeling? How you looking? Before you go to bed at night. So you ain't up in your head and making decisions for other people. Make sure they for you. Before you go to bed at night, if you ain't did Gemini check, why you tossing and turning? Because if you did Gemini check, you've already made those decisions for you. And those are the ones for the highest good of you. The universe will make the decisions for the highest good of all involved. But Gemini, you're to make the decision for the highest good of yourself at this time. That's just my message, okay? Gemini, that's my message. And under the bottom, the moon. You know why the moon is here under the bottom, Gemini? Because there's so much more the universe has for us that we don't even know. There is so much more. You say no to this, there's so much more you don't know. You may say no to this situation or that situation. It's not the end, right? It's just there's things and pieces and puzzles that got to come together. And we're not meant to know all of those things. We're just meant to walk that journey and have faith and to continue to believe that what's for us is for us, okay? And all we need to do is continue to check with Gemini and make sure Gemini good. And if Gemini is good, the whole world's good, you know? Because it's two of us, you know, it's hard for them to come against us anyway. But Continue to have that confidence within yourself. Continue to grow. Continue to work on what it is that you want to work on. And don't get sidetracked. And let me just get one soul. One soul's journey. Yeah, let's get a soul's journey. How to close this reading out. Now, I don't know if this resonate with a lot of y'all. It may not be like, oh, that wasn't. But if you came here because the past lover and this they cheating and all, this ain't what these Geminis on Hump-Day Wednesday is on. Now, the rest of the reasons they come out, maybe. But Hump-Day Wednesday, this is a set of Geminis that's trying to keep moving forward, realizing who they is. They doing no work. This is what this Hump Day. And if you have not been checking in with us and this is your first one, welcome. Welcome to this Hump Day, because this is a Hump Day Wednesday of healing and growth and understanding and commitment and knowing who we are, where we going, and putting all of our trust in checking in with Gemini. Checking in with Gemini. What message do we have for closing for Gemini? See, this is when I love what I do. This is why you, man, Geminis, y'all need to, y'all don't be knowing how lovely it is to come and talk with y'all. We got to do live, right? Y'all put some times down there when we going to do live and chat. It's probably going to be wow. But I'm going to do my best that next Hump Day Wednesday, we go live. Or maybe we pick another day. I don't know. Y'all put some times, date, when y'all want to come together, Geminis, and let's do a live chat. I'll even take questions during the chat and see what we can come up with, okay, that helps each other out. Perseverance. Your card is perseverance. That's this whole reading. That's what I've been talking about, Gemini. Out of this whole deck of cards, that one card popped out. Perseverance. Come on. And look, under the bottom, freedom. Freedom. We didn't free some of this, we didn't free this toxic mindset. That's what we freed. Maybe toxic people involved too, but we got freedom because we released that toxic mindset of codependence and worry set and not believing in what it is we truly wanted, or just not showing up in the world the way we should have been showing up. Yeah. And it's not all Geminis. This may not resonate with you all, and that's okay. But I sure hope that if at any time you struggle and you go through something of this sort and you start to realize you have an awakening, that Hump Day Wednesday, you will become a part of our family. When I don't do nothing else, I plan to check in with energy with our Geminis on Hump Day Wednesday. So guys, I wish you guys the best for the rest of the week. Y'all know we got that Lionsgate on Sunday for manifestation, the new moon, August 8th. Definitely, if you have set any intentions, I wish you all the best in that. So I'll try and remind you guys when the new moon or full moon is coming up on my channel, because I know sometimes everybody is not into that, or they don't, keep that in mind. But for this collective, I think you guys would want to know. So definitely enjoy the rest of the week, guys. Hump Day Wednesday, and Gemini Soul appreciates you for showing up for the reading. Don't forget to share, subscribe, hit the notification button so you don't miss any of my notifications when I'm recording. And y'all know I love chit-chatting. I love just to see you guys chit-chatting in the box. So that's why I'm looking forward to our live session. So just give me an idea what's a good day for you guys, time, and that would be my first live. And my first live is definitely going to be a Hump Day Wednesday with my Geminis. And who knows, I might like it and we get going towards that way, okay? Bye, Geminis. Love and light.